All right. Dropped another W on TopStep Combine here. Just passed this combine yesterday, and logged in today. Got to see my favorite little green banner up here. I'll start the Express funded account now, and turn this into a actual funded account. My goal will be to, pretty much 5 days of $200 plus. Once I hit that, I will pull half of whatever is in here. Usually, usually there's a couple $1,000 in between $2,000 and $4,000. I will pull half of that immediately. So $1,000 to $2,000 payout. From there, if I decide to start trading a little heavier to go for bigger numbers, that's fine. But this first rundown, I really try, like, because it costs money to get this. It cost me money to get to this point, right? I had to pay $50 a month. I did pass this in 2 weeks, and I had to pay $150 to have this opened. I think they give a refund on the first month, on the last monthly payment. So anyway, this should cost me about 150 to $200. So I need to get that back. Okay, that's my biggest thing is when I do this, I want to play with house money. I don't want to play with my own money. Okay, that's actually why I like trading combines. I do have a personal account that I manage, and I do some investing and stuff like that in. That's completely separate. I don't day trade that per se. I do more long-term holds and position trading and stuff like that. But for my day trade, TopStep has been my go-to prop firm of choice here. So how did I get to this point of trading? Okay, how did I get to the point where I'm able to be consistently profitable? Does not mean I do not have bad days. I have bad days. I lost a funded account not too long ago. Okay, I'm not standing up here being some kind of look at me 7-figure trader. No, but how did I learn to consistently get profits? It really just comes down to a couple, well, really, it comes down to one thing: self control. Okay. Learning the mental game of trading. Okay. That's really what made the difference for me. What made the difference was being able to understand who I am as a trader. What are my flaws? What are the things that bother me the most, right? One of the biggest ones that was killing me, guys, it was killing me. Like every single time I turned around, I'm like, where did all my profits go? For me, there was one huge thing that was in the way, and that was the fact I did not like to be wrong. Okay. So if I took a strategy to the charts and I implemented that strategy, all right, I would struggle because does that strategy hit 100%? No. Okay. But I struggled because I would be wrong and then I would trade again and trying to enforce like, dude, I this market should go long. That's what my strategy says. So I long, get stopped out. It drops a little lower. I long again. I get stopped out. That was one of my biggest things. Okay, is that I had this like major fear of being wrong until I started like looking at my strategy. Like, listen, okay, this strategy should close 80%, right? I'm a novice trader. Okay, so maybe I close it at 60, 65%. All right, and that was just me like telling myself, like, dude, you're, you know, you're not at the top of the game. You're not at the 1% of the 1%. Okay, so you're pretty much just a novice trader. All right, so if I close it at 65%, and I am losing that 45% of the time, and on that 45% of the time, I lose three trades or two trades instead of one. Okay, there you go. That's where all my profits were going. Okay, how did I learn that about myself? One, I started taking my trading seriously. I started journaling. I had like mentors around me that were pointing these things out, that were talking to me, that were willing to help me and understand. So I'm just here to tell you now, most likely, if you're a struggling trader, it's not because of a strategy, it's honestly because of you, right? Because I am my biggest hurdle. Okay. And Marcus Aurelius said, like, whatever is in the way becomes the way. All right. So when I learned that that was my biggest issue, I said, you know what? I'm going to start being okay with being wrong. And I started approaching the markets as more of a watcher. I would just observe the market and just pay attention. I would watch candles print. One, I wouldn't have to trade. Okay. That's actually a challenge I tell a lot of people. Watch the market, look for your setups, but don't trade it. Okay. Teach your mind that you don't have to trade. That's the craziest thing. A lot of people are like, what do you mean? If you know where the market's going, why aren't you trading? Well, that's bringing that like addictive, compulsive mindset into the market, right? I need to come into the market clear-headed, logical, and in control. And the only way to do that is to train myself, right? So that's what I started doing. I started training myself, telling myself, look, you don't have to trade, don't force a trade, and it's okay to be wrong. Once I made that change, dude, like my R&R went through the roof. Which I'm usually 1 to 2, but I mean that's way better than a 1 to 1 or 1 to 0.7. Okay, so that's what broke my barrier to profitability. Okay, so to wrap that up, I spent the time investing in myself, okay, and in my trading. Yes, education. I still learn to this day. I'm still a part of like ongoing day trading programs and stuff where I'm educated and mentored. And I also have one that I run, and I do that for people. Okay, best leaders are led, so I look for people that lead me, and then I lead those as well, and then together we become a force not to be reckoned with. So that's seriously where I'm at. So to recap, I invest in myself. Okay, it's okay to be wrong. It is okay to be wrong. I had to tell myself that. And then also, it's okay to not trade. Okay. Today's a great example. We had this like massive push up today. I ended up watching it. Okay. I kind of thought so when I looked at the market around like 840 and I saw this like this spike. I'm like, man, I think we're going higher, but I didn't know if we were going to sweep lower before going higher. And I marked out my fair value gap, and I was looking at my draw and liquidities. I'm just like, you know. And actually, before even market opened, I had kind of decided that I was just going to watch unless I got like an A plus plus setup, and it never happened. The market kind of did what I thought it was going to do, but I didn't trade. Okay, so those are the two things: be willing to be wrong, and be willing not to trade, and teach yourself. Invest, guys. Keep investing in yourselves. I hope this short video was just helpful. I just try and share, from my heart, in things that truly help me become successful. And I pray that these things truly help you become successful. All right. See you guys in the next one.